Overview of Malaysia's food and beverage industry. Year 2024. This video's content is derived from publicly available sources, and while AIE Food and Beverage aims to deliver useful insights, it has not independently verified the accuracy or reliability of this information, providing it as is without guarantees of suitability, timeliness, or completeness. The video is for general informational purposes only and should not replace professional advice. We recommend consulting qualified experts before making decisions based on its content. We hope you find the video helpful and invite further discussion on how it may apply to your specific needs. Part 1: Market Size and Economic Impact. Malaysia's food and beverage, aka F&B, industry is a thriving sector valued at Ringgit Malaysia 120 billion in 2024, with a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 6.8% since 2020. The industry plays a crucial role in the national economy, contributing 14% to Malaysia's GDP and employing approximately 1.8 million workers. Following the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the sector has rebounded strongly, with 2023 sales returning to pre-pandemic levels, largely driven by the resurgence of tourism and the accelerated adoption of digital solutions such as food delivery platforms. Part 2: Key F&B sectors in Malaysia. The Malaysian F&B landscape is diverse, comprising several key segments. Cafes and bubble tea shops dominate 25% of the market, with over 50 new brands emerging annually. Quick-service restaurants, aka QSRs, led by global giants like KFC and McDonald's, as well as local chains such as Marybrown, account for 30% of the market. Meanwhile, street food and hawker stores remain resilient, holding a 20% market share despite rising operational costs. Fine dining establishments, with a 10% market share, cater primarily to tourists and high-income consumers, while cloud kitchens, with a 15% market share, are gaining traction due to the booming demand for food delivery services. Part 3: Restaurant survival rates from year 2020 to year 2024. The Malaysian F&B sector has demonstrated varying levels of resilience across different segments from 2020 to 2024, with survival rates closely tied to adaptability and operational models. Quick-service restaurants, or QSRs, and cloud kitchens emerged as the most resilient, boasting first-year survival rates of 70% to 75% and 65% to 70% respectively, due to their focus on delivery-friendly formats and technological integration. In contrast, cafes and bubble tea shops struggled significantly, with only 45% to 50% surviving the first year, hampered by market oversaturation, high mall rent, and the fickle nature of trend-driven consumption. Fine dining establishments face their challenges, with 55% to 60% first-year survival rates dropping sharply to 25% to 30% by year 3, as they grapple with tourist dependency and exorbitant operating costs. Traditional street food vendors and hawkers maintain moderate survival rates of 60% to 65% initially, though this declined to 30 to 35% over 3 years, as they contended with urban redevelopment and generational workforce shifts. Across all segments, rising ingredient costs, labor shortages, and the growing dominance of delivery platforms emerged as universal pressures. The most successful operators differentiated themselves through technological adoption like POS automation and AI-driven pricing, innovative revenue models, such as subscription dining and virtual brands, and clever market positioning, including late-night niches and hyper-localized delivery. As the industry moves forward, the data suggests that survival will increasingly depend on balancing cost efficiency with customer experience innovation in an intensely competitive landscape. As conclusion, the F&B industry is notoriously competitive, with 50% of new restaurants closing within their first year due to high operational costs, poor cash flow management, and intense competition. Another 30% shut down by their second year, often struggling with inconsistent foot traffic and rising ingredient prices. Only 10% to 15% of F&B businesses survive beyond 5 years, with successful brands typically leveraging strategies such as loyalty programs, food delivery integration, and franchising to sustain growth. Reason for business failures. Several factors contribute to the high closure rate among F&B establishments. Rising operating costs, including rent, labor, and raw materials, place a significant financial strain on businesses. Poor location choices and ineffective marketing further hinder profitability, while many restaurants fail to retain repeat customers due to a lack of promotional strategies or loyalty incentives. Additionally, businesses that over-rely on dine-in sales without adapting to food delivery trends often struggle to remain viable. Part 4: Business Performance Trends. New F&B ventures typically experience a honeymoon phase in their first 3 to 6 months, where grand opening promotions and initial customer curiosity drive strong sales. However, by month 6 to 12, revenues often decline by 30% or more due to dwindling repeat visits, inefficient cost management, and increasing competition from new market entrants. Businesses that fail to implement customer retention strategies, such as loyalty programs, seasonal promotions, and digital engagement, are most vulnerable to this downturn. Part 5: Why Young Entrepreneurs Choose F&B. The F&B sector remains a popular choice for young entrepreneurs due to its relatively low entry barriers, with startup costs ranging from Ringgit Malaysia 50,000 to Ringgit Malaysia 200,000 for a small cafe or cloud kitchen. The industry's strong social media appeal also plays a role, as visually appealing food and trendy concepts attract customers and generate organic marketing. Additionally, flexible business models, such as home-based F&B operations, food trucks, and ghost kitchens, allow for lower overhead costs. Government initiatives, including halal certification grants and SME financing programs, further encourage new entrants. Part 6: Future Projections, 2025 and beyond. Looking ahead, Malaysia's F&B industry is expected to undergo significant transformation, driven by technological advancements and changing consumer behaviors. The sector will likely see accelerated digital transformation, with more businesses adopting AI-powered POS systems, sophisticated loyalty apps, and seamless food delivery integrations to enhance operational efficiency and customer engagement. Another emerging trend is the rise of phygital dining experiences, where QR code menus, app-based ordering, and hybrid dine-in and delivery models become industry standards. Additionally, sustainability will take center stage, with an increasing number of establishments embracing zero-waste kitchens, plant-based menu options, and eco-friendly packaging to appeal to environmentally conscious consumers. However, the industry also faces several challenges that could impact growth. Labor shortages, particularly due to the sector's reliance on foreign workers, may strain operations and service quality. Inflation and volatile food prices could further squeeze profit margins, making cost management a critical priority for F&B businesses. Another pressing issue is market oversaturation, especially in trendy segments like bubble tea and gourmet burgers, where intense competition may lead to higher failure rates among new entrants. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We trust that it provided you with a foundational understanding of the overview of Malaysia's F&B industry. We would greatly appreciate your feedback, and are always eager to hear from you. Surely, if there is any inquiry, please feel free to contact us.